Okay, so today we're going to try and investigate the intersection of two planes. So this is a bit of a challenge for me to do in the video because I like to demonstrate a lot using my hands. So maybe I could ask our supply teacher to help visualize some of the stuff. So we're looking at two planes, and the best way to imagine it is like two pieces of paper. And so if our supply teacher could hold up two pieces of paper, then you could look at what you're seeing as two planes. Now remember that those papers are meant to go on forever. Um, in all directions. You could still use the tabletop like I've been using recently, but the two pieces of paper is the best way to imagine it. So there's three possibilities. So I'm just going to pause and ask you guys to talk as a class and decide what you think the three possibilities are when you have the intersection of two planes. So just pause the video right here and have that discussion. So hopefully you've come up with the three possibilities. The first one is that I have here on my list is if the two pieces of paper are above each other and parallel, then there's no intersection. Just like two lines that are parallel, two planes could be parallel and are distinct, and of course there'd be no intersection. The second case is when they're parallel and not distinct, which means that in fact they are the same plane. Now remember, that's not always obvious because planes can be described using normals, scalar multiples of normals, or the two direction vectors. And there's multiple direction vectors you can have. So depending on what direction vectors you have, it might not be obvious that the two planes are in fact the same plane. But if you do have parallel planes and it turns out that they're the same, then you have infinite intersections because planes are the same. And then the third one, and this is hopefully where you come up through the discussion, is if you turn one of the piece of papers and have it diagonally slicing through the other piece of paper, then the result is a line. And I've helped to try and draw a picture of that to visualize the two pieces of paper, the blue one and the green one cutting the other one, and you see that the intersection is that red line. Now, in the picture here, it looks like the two planes are perpendicular. Remember that that's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be perpendicular. One of them could be at an angle and it would still result in a line. So now we're going to actually go off and try and figure out how we can find the equation of that line if indeed it is a line.